Hello, hello, my friends. Today, we're going to be talking about a word that was placed on my heart yesterday. Really got me super excited. And we're going to be talking about shattering the ceiling, busting through the limits that we place on ourselves. And if this is your very first live cast with me, welcome. My name is Natasha Hazlett, and I help entrepreneurs from around the world get the clarity, confidence, and strategies they need to boost their income and level of influence in the world without working longer hours. And man, today I've got something good for y'all. And it all started yesterday as I was really enjoying the process of just having some white space in my calendar. In fact, I set up so that I would have 3.5 full days of white space. No appointments, no meetings, no trainings, nothing. Because I knew that I had a lot of work that I needed to get done. And this is something that I really did a year ago, when I was writing Unstoppable Influence. I had to make white space and allow myself to be in a position to be inspired. And boy, did I get inspired yesterday. And a word was placed on my heart yesterday. And this is something that's going to be a really big theme moving forward. And that word is limitless. Limitless. And as I started thinking about the word limitless, I got really excited. In fact, rumor has it this may be the theme of the 2018 Unstoppable Influence Summit. Stay tuned. But I started thinking about this journey that I've been on for the past couple of years. And I think that in addition to the process of unbecoming, which many of y'all that have followed me know all about, that the journey is not really about becoming anything. It's about unbecoming all the things that were never really you in the first place. The other theme that has been running through over the past couple of years is this concept of being limitless. And being open to infinite possibilities. Because I realized when I look back at the past decade or 2 decades of my life, they were really defined by limitations. Limitations that I believed, that I perceived that other people were putting on me. That was one thing. And true or not true, part of having an approval addiction is agreeing to other people's limitations for us and other people's expectations. And so I stayed in the box for a long time. And then there were limitations that I placed on myself. If we're getting honest, I couldn't possibly do this. And really the concept of being limitless is really about possibilities as well. What is possible for you? And really blowing the doors off of these limitations that we set for ourselves or that we think other people are setting for us. And it has us playing small. It has us firmly cemented in the middle of our comfort zone. And we are not using our gifts to the full potential. We are not doing the big things that we may be called to do, because of these perceived limitations. And I have to tell you that everything seems, lots of things seem impossible until you do it. You turn the impossible into the possible. And then you can go and you can inspire other people. So I have to tell you, and I think I just saw Christy Code Red on here. She's a perfect example in multiple ways of this concept of limitless, being limitless and infinite possibilities and making the impossible possible. Like, I have been on diets. I have been on diets like my entire life, it seems like. And yet in comes this woman, Christy Code Red, and she tells me that I can lose the weight that I've been carrying around for a long time without shakes and pills and diets and exercise and without feeling hungry. And I'm like, that sounds impossible. That sounds impossible. Until I lost 55 pounds in 5.5 months. And then all of a sudden, boom, the impossible turned possible. And then I get this crazy notion that I should go and I should write a book. And I've never actually completed a book before. Like, the first time was a complete disastrous, stressful attempt. And I didn't go get coaching. And I didn't read a bunch of how-to books on how the hell to write a book. And so most people would say, like, writing a book in less than 30 days, a good book, you could write a book, but a really good book in 30 days, less than 30 days, people would say that's impossible. I would have told you it was impossible until I did it. And then it became possible. We have a really bad tendency to throw up false limitations on ourselves, and other people are happy to do it for you as well. You couldn't possibly be an ultra successful entrepreneur. You're from some tiny town in northern Idaho where you were raised on a farm and you didn't really have any money. Oh, but until Christy Code Red just did it. She's gone from making $30,000 and being on state assistance to having to making well over $1 million in less than 2 years. She's making the impossible possible. There are plenty of people that will say, you can't do this because you're not smart. You're not pretty enough. You're not web savvy enough. You're not this, you're not that. And all of those are BS beliefs that are getting poured onto you. And so I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to engage in this concept of tapping into your limitless potential. I want you to be committed to making the impossible possible, because let me tell you, friends, all it takes is faith and action. Faith and action. That is the recipe. That is the recipe for turning the impossible into the possible. And this shift has completely transformed my life. Okay, first of all, I had to say hi to Jamaica. Jamaica is a friend of mine from way back at Hutchinson in Memphis. Good to see you, girl. Stop letting people define what you are capable of. Quit letting people stuff you in the damn box. Quit stuffing yourself in the damn box. It's enough. Like, all you need is faith. You have faith in yourself, faith in your higher power, and to go and move your feet. It's not going to happen with you just sitting on your duff, eating Twinkies and Ho-Hos on the couch, binge watching Netflix, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about truly taking the things that you feel are impossible goals and turning them into reality. Because when you do that, you are going to be a beacon of hope for other people. You are going to be an inspiration for other people. When I look back at my life on the things that I think have served as the most inspirational things I've done that helped other people, it was this process of taking the impossible and making it possible. One example that just comes to mind in illustrating this point, in addition to the weight loss or writing the book, it was something that happened right after Hurricane Katrina hit. Right after Hurricane Katrina hit, my sorority sister and I were talking about what could we do for the victims of the hurricane. Do y'all remember Hurricane Katrina? And I had gone in and I had prepared lunch sacks and taken them around to shelters. And you know, I could have donated money to the Red Cross or whatever, but I wanted to do something more, something tangible, and so did my friend Kelly. So we decided, well, we're going to collect teddy bears, stuffed animals, for the youngest survivors of the hurricane, because if they're having to evacuate their home, they may not have the ability to grab that little lovey that comforted them. And so I went and I talked to some different people about this idea. And you know what they told me? They told me, just donate money to the Red Cross. Just, you know, go volunteer at a shelter. The reality is, Natasha, that gathering all those stuffed animals, figuring out the transportation, the Red Cross is not going to let you into the shelters. You know, you don't have the clearance, blah, blah, blah. And they gave me like all these limitations on why I couldn't do what I really, truly wanted to do and what Kelly really wanted to do. And you know what we ended up doing? We ended up, in the words of Sir Richard Branson, we ended up saying, screw it, just do it. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. And you know, our little teddy bear, our little stuffed animal drive that started in Memphis, Tennessee and Houston, Texas, ended up blossoming into an international effort. And we ended up raising and transporting and distributing over 10,000 stuffed animals. Our effort was featured in National Geographic Kids and the Washington Post. Guys, we turned the impossible into the possible. Why? How? Faith and action. Faith and action. You are so capable of doing amazing things. You are more capable than you ever give yourself credit for. I want you to hear me on this, because this is really important. There are so many of you that are capable of doing amazing, profoundly transformational things in your life that will impact hundreds of lives, thousands of lives, 10,000 lives, 1 million lives. And yet you're not doing it because of the BS box that you keep putting yourself in, because of the fake limitations that your ego is tricking you into believing. And I just want to encourage you to entertain the possibility of who you might be without limitation. This is something that I actually talk about in Unstoppable Influence. Who am I without limitation? This is a great first step in the right direction. But be willing to step out in faith, step out of your comfort zone and take action. Because really, truly, we are limitless. We love and light. We are capable of so much more than we give ourselves credit for, because of the dang limitations that we put on ourselves and that we let other people put on us. So no more. Like, go through today, go through the rest of this week, and try operating without limitations. Set aside those fake boundaries and watch and see what happens. And by the way, friends, we're coming up on the last few days of registering for our Unstoppable Influence 21-day challenge. And I want to invite you to join us. You go to unstoppableinfluence.com/challenge. I'm going to send you a copy of my book. You're going to get 21 days of transformational goodness. If you love this video, if you love this training, I got 21 days of goodness for you, and I would love to see you in this challenge. It's only $47. And here's the gig. If you've seen this and you've seen I've done multiple challenges, let me warn you, because you're like, oh, I'll just do it the next time. I'll just do it the next time. We're going on a hiatus. After this June challenge, we're going on a hiatus. So if you want in on this 21-day challenge, you need to join now. UnstoppableInfluence.com/challenge. Make sure to tag a friend if you are already in the challenge. I would highly encourage you, if you found this video to be valuable, to share it out to your network. Put your referral link in the post so that they can join with you. Because the more, the merrier. We've got an amazing group inside our June Unstoppable Influence Challenge. I don't know when the next one's going to be, but we are taking a hiatus. So if you want in, the time is now. UnstoppableInfluence.com/challenge, because I want to pour into you. I want to inspire you. I want to empower you. I want to help you to move into action so that you can become the fearless influencer that you were meant to be, that you were born to be. Because a lot of you right now, you don't have a high level of belief in yourself. But guess what? I have a high level of belief in you. And I want to help you to uncover your potential. I want you to be able to identify the fake limitations that you are putting on yourself and that you're allowing other people to put on you. I want to help you, because if I can help you shine your light, then your light is going to help other people to discover their light. And let's face it, the world needs a bunch of really bright, shining lights, because we're all better off when we've got positivity and love and support in the world. So if you enjoyed this training, and I really hope that you did, I hope you got some value from it, please share it with a friend, tag people in it, and because I love being able to serve y'all. That is what I've got for y'all today. Take care, have a great one, and go out there and be limitless. You can do it. Love y'all. Bye, friends.